Okay, we are on. I'm going to go ahead and go into the unit circle now. And just selecting on my icon on the desktop, when I say on the desktop, on my iPad here. You may have to log in. I'm going to go into Gamma Physics. In the Gamma Physics, we want to go into level 3. And so level 3 is right here. All right. Okay. So we're going to start with stage 1. It's right here. And once we start here, let's just go ahead and read over the directions real quick. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to read all the steps, and then we want to follow the instructions in the video playlist below to develop our own documentation or the experimental video under the knowledge base. That's this video right here. And so we're going to download the video from Dropbox, okay, the video that's pertaining to this experiment. And then next, we are going to save a snapshot of our origin and scale to Dropbox. I want to see that. We want to copy and paste our data after we generate it to Excel via graphical. And then we want to make sure that the formulas cover the imported data. You know, if it's too long, we need to lengthen the formulas. If it's too short, we need to shorten the formulas. So we're going to save our completed Excel workbook. And this should autosave. And so if you see the note there, you'll see that Excel, if it's on autosave, no matter whatever updates you make on your Excel spreadsheet, it will update in the folder. And finally, I want you guys to share a link to this folder, the entire folder. I want you to share a link to this folder on Dropbox in this assignment. And you'll notice down here we have edit submission, so you're going to put it right in here. Okay? You're going to notice that I already have an assignment there, but that's okay. We can just go ahead and eliminate that right now. And we'll do this again. So I'll just get rid of this. And you don't have to do this. It's just something that I'm doing. And it's because I've done the assignment before. So I'm just walking through it again. The first thing that we're going to do, let's go and grab our video. And so we need to go to Dropbox. So here's our Dropbox. We need to go to our folder. The folder that is called Physics, your last name and your first name. Okay, remember your last name and your first name. Let's go into Unit Circle. Under Unit Circle, we have our Unit Circle experiment. You'll see that it has a .mov, which represents a movie file. We have a few things in here. We have our experimental video. I can play it. And I'm just going to try to capture only 5 seconds. This is the extent of the experiment. And then you'll see that there's some notes in there, okay? And then we have a template here that we're going to utilize. We're just going to paste our data into this template. But this template is based on the theory that's presented in this document. Now, you'll find this theory in several places. One of them will be the knowledge base. So I'll make sure that it's there, but you can see that it's here as well. So let's just go ahead and download this. We select on the video, and you'll notice that you have a share button right here. Let's share this particular video. And we can download this to our photos if we want to. And that might be beneficial, okay? Because really, we're going to use this particular video for like about 5 experiments. So I'm going to go ahead and save this video in my photos. Normally, sometimes you can just download it straight to the application, and we'll do that if it benefits us. So now let's just go to our app here. And when I say app, I'm speaking about video physics. So let's go to video physics. I'll select on video physics. And you'll notice that I have quite a few experiments in here, okay? Quite a few. And I'm going to delete some over time, just not right now. What I want to do is I want to go to the plus sign here. Under the plus sign, you'll see that you could take a video. You could choose an existing sample videos and i2 files sharing. So I'm just going to go to choose existing. To choose existing, you'll notice that I should have a video in here that I've uploaded, okay? And I'm going to select on that video. And if you want to preview it, you can preview it right before you actually bring it into video physics by selecting on the play button here. Is it going to play for me? It doesn't appear as though it's going to play. Okay, I'm just going to go to use then. So it's bringing it in. Now, you see we have our video here. The first thing, and I did not mention this in the directions, but the first thing you want to do is you definitely want to label this. Don't ever leave your a generic name there, because when it comes to finding videos, look at all of these names that I've given. I have unit circle. I have the edge of the rod, brass Eric, second piece of tape. What this does is it allows me to localize documents very quickly. But if everything is experiment 2, experiment 3, experiment 4, experiment 5, you have to go through 20 experiments before you can actually identify what you might be looking for. So we have experiment here, and we're just going to call this the unit circle. And I am going to put brass D Eric. All right, maybe I should put brass Eric D, but this is good enough. I'm just trying to distinguish between other videos that I've already done this way. So you'll see that we have unit circle brass D Eric. I'm going to go back in there. That's the first thing that you want to do. And you'll notice that it's right here. There are many reasons why you want to do this, but one of the primary reasons is what I mentioned before, organization. The other one is this. When you move the data from this particular file to different places, what's going to happen is this name, unit circle, brass D Eric, will follow that file. So you don't have to keep renaming it, okay? So the first thing that we want to do is we want to go to origin and scale, and you'll notice that origin and scale is here, and then we have points right here. So under origin and scale, right now this is our pixel rod. You'll notice that I can draw this pixel rod, and I can make it almost 800 points, or I can make it 317. But we want to relate this to something that we know. And if you notice, we have ourselves a meter stick in the back here. So we're going to relate this to 10 centimeters on this meter stick. We also need to define our origin. So here, we're going to sit this right in the middle. And if I want to see this better, I can just double tap and it'll magnify. Okay, I'm double tapping on the screen, and I can double tap again and it goes back out. So now I want to set my scale. And you'll notice that the scale is going to go from 10 to approximately 20. And the light is washing it out a little bit. So if I move this in a little bit, you'll see that I can get closer here. That looks good. That's close enough, okay? Now we're saying that this pixel rod, which is 160 pixels, equals to 10 centimeters. 10 centimeters is 0.1 meter, or it is a tenth of a meter. So we want to change this value from 1 meter, because it's not 1 meter, to 0.1. So you tap on this. This is pretty much it when it comes to setting the scale, labeling it, and all of that other good stuff. So now we want to take another snapshot. Remember, hold down your power button. It should be in the upper right-hand corner, or it could be in the lower corner or something like that. And then your home button. So I'm going to hold down my power button, then depress my home button, and I get a quick snapshot. So we want to upload that to our file. So I'll go back to Dropbox, and I say our file, but our folder. Now, which folder are we working in? Which experiment are we working on? We're working on the unit circle. So we want to put that information in the unit circle. Thus, it is organized very well. We know where to find it. You don't have to think about it. Why do that? So now we're just going to go straight to upload a file. And we know that we took a snapshot, so it's under Photos. So under Photos, what we're going to do is we're going to go right down here to this snapshot. I'm going to grab that and then upload it. How about that? So if I select on it, as I can select on yours, you'll notice that I can see your name, okay, which I grade you on all of this. I can see your scale. I can see your origin. I mean, I can magnify it if I want to, okay? I can move it down. I can see everything. And this is good. Usually a lot of mistakes occur right here. In the next video, we will go into processing the points, exporting them, and moving them into Microsoft Excel.